Speaking of real world, did you see the VShojo pitch deck that got leaked? No, is it good, bad, funny, interesting? It's sad. I realized they were a talent agency masquerading as a production company while charging absurd amounts to brands or to VTubers. Who are they charging? Wifey UV Dotch and I got access to a recent VShojo pitch deck, and some of the stuff is really interesting. TLDR describes Gunrun as most well-connected Twitch staff. Lost 2.5 million in 2024. Yikes. Even with aggressive growth, they'd still not turn a profit. This includes plans to license out IP. Uses the fact they raised over $1 million for charity to attract investment. Yikes. Unable to confirm if this includes the 500K unpaid. Of course it does. 10 talent managers. Their salaries are included within cost of goods sold. 20 to 30 employees. Holy moly. Claims IP licensing will bring in 2.1 million with nothing to back up the number, and initially contained IRL photos of VShojo talent, which we've redacted. IRL photos of VTubers who purposely are VTubing to not show who they are. They're showing revenue scaling almost double in 2 years. In 1 year. They're doubling their revenue in 1 year on an aggressive estimate. It says they profited in 2024, no? $400,000. They made 3.6. Their cost was 3.2. No, they lost $2.4 million. Wait, where am I getting this? Oh, sorry. They're not including salary and COGS. What is this COGS made up of then? Is this like sponsorship pass through? Because if they're including talent managers and COGS, then what is salary and payroll? Yeah, I'm assuming this is only pass through from sponsorship, which means that they're only making $400,000. Yeah. And then they are paying this. Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, they did lose a shit ton of money. And even in a world where they double their revenue, they're still planning to lose $300,000 next year. God damn. I wonder what other operating expenses are. Also, salary and payroll of 1.9 million for, 30 employees. I'm just trying to think. I guess that's a lot of employees. They had too many employees, huh? That's fucking crazy. I think other OpEx is always so insane because it's like, you got to break it into something. It's not marketing. Is it technology spend? Because they were making those like devices, but 600,000 is a lot. Merch rev is wild. Yeah, 1.4 million. They kind of crushed that. But again, they have to share it. Which is why so much of this COGS. This is why all influencer businesses have a challenge. Like if you try and stand up a business around an influencer, the influencer has to get almost all of it. And so your COGS or cost of goods sold is going to be like the majority of the pie, which means you can really only have like one employee. Like if you're Ludwig, it's like you can have one employee and then they can basically eat the rest of this 400,000. So let's say we have 400,000 after this, and then we have to pay that employee. Let's say that employee for Ludwig makes, maybe they're high level. Let's say they make 150 plus some kind of bonuses that bring them up to 200. Then you have 200,000 to spend on conferences, marketing, other operating expenses, which could be anything, growth. Sheesh. They're also saying that they're going to make a better margin. So I don't know what avenue of their business is going to grow that is a better margin. If their margin is 11%, this would make sense in a world where the creator gets 89% of sponsorships and they get 11. You know what I mean? So them saying this is going up to 28 when the majority of their business is like creator sponsorship and merch, that means they're going to give creators worse deals, I assume. I don't really know how they're going to go from this to this. Talent manager cost and COGS scales with talent growth, while corporate team comp remain fixed, targeting 20% OpEx reduction through ongoing optimization. Damn, how are they spending so much money? Do you think they just probably had an office? I think this is just a classic case of like overspending, huh? They probably got offices in the US and Japan. They probably were paying everyone a decent amount. They probably overhired. Having $400,000 to work with seems like very reasonable, right? For the size of company that they had. Yeah, this says they have 30 employees. The first document did. They had like leadership team, 10 talent managers. Obviously, you need a sales team. Sponsorships, they were making a lot of money. Merchandising. They had no IP licensing in 2024, but they did project it in the bullish case for 2025. 10 talent managers with 15 talent. Make it make sense. Yeah, that is a lot. Growth strategy. Oh, this was the actual talent. Yikes. Why didn't they just put a picture of their VTuber? That's what I don't really get. Outbound sales activation. Leverage network for outbound sales, shifting to proactive high-value deals. Great. High-value sponsorships, building upon G Fuel deal to partner with bigger brands. Licensing opportunities, building a dedicated division to tap into game licensing and other lucrative sectors. Fair enough. As someone who has launched a creator company, and again, I feel like this is the pot calling the kettle black. As someone who launched a creator company that absolutely failed in a very similar way, I see all of the similarities between Off-Brand and VShojo. And it's just, you can't spend that much money. You can't spend that much money. You can't hire that many people. You have to basically be 2 employees working 15-hour days. It's the only way to make it work. Stanz says Iron Mouse's fundraiser hit 1 million yet? Yeah, it was 1.2 mil last week. Yeah, it's at 1.3. Sheesh. How big was Patreon? I was like employee number 32 at Patreon or something, but I kind of got scammed because I was a contractor for a year. So a lot of my time there didn't count for vesting. So I actually didn't get any Patreon stuff, which is very sad. What were the red and blue lines in the bar? I don't know. Oh, red means matching. Yeah, so you can say like, hey, I'm matching the next 100. And then if a bunch of people put in $20 donations, like they get it all, which is cool. Yeah, so if you want to be an influencer company, I truly think you can only have like one employee and then contractors maybe. It's so fucking brutal out there. Did you see the Connor donation news clip? I did. I haven't watched it on stream, but I watched it in real life. Fucking crazy.
We'll watch it for a minute.
Journalism is dead, dude. When Ludwig didn't go into journalism after going to the fucking Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at the Harvard of the Southwest, we knew it was over.
This is some, I don't know what this is. The Hill. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay.
Mehdi Hassan
This lighting is horrific, by the way.
has since been fired from his job over comments that he made during the debate. Let's take a look at the comments in question.
Okay.
What's this?
Are you a fan of the Nazis?
Well, they persecuted the church a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. But
What about the persecution of the Jews?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't support anyone's human dignity. being
Terrible.
assaulted.
Like,
I'm a
these guys are all
But you
fucking
don't
awful
condemn
people.
Nazi persecution of the Jews.
Kiss, what time did you clip at? Why are we watching the Nazi conversation?
Anyway,
I think that
So this
there
clip goes on,
was
right?
A little bit of persecution
We
and stuff
may
like
have
that,
to
which is
rename
bad.
this show.
But
and this guy is called Connor, by the way. Just so you know. Just so you know, this guy's called Connor. Terrible day for Connors. Terrible day.
Actually, and this is the sad part. It kind of ended up as a good day for that Connor, right? Even though he got fired, didn't he make like 50K on GoFundMe? It's also a tough situation to be in because I'm like, I don't think GoFundMe should help Nazis crowdfund. But then I also respect that, like, well, then they could stop anyone from crowdfunding. I don't know.
You're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
hey, what can I say?
I think you could say I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am.
Insane. Insane to say that out loud.
And then everyone clapping around is the really psychopathic part.
Who identified himself as Connor doubled down.
Okay.
I quite frankly don't care.
Was that really necessary? Was that cut there necessary?
If I'm a Nazi
And
and
the
being a
feeling
Nazi,
is mutual,
if
so-
being a Nazi means upholding human
Canada.
dignity, because I even believe in your dignity. I don't in a state
don't.
that
Again, I
was
wouldn't
raised,
normally talk about this
I
shit on
wouldn't
stream,
wanna
but wait
hurt
for
you
it.
or anything like that. But
What are we
quite
doing
frankly,
here? I don't debate fascists.
okay. So do you concede then? I mean, why?
Do I
Okay,
concede
cool.
you're a fascist? Do I
Insufferable.
condemn the Nazis?
Insufferable.
Yes, I concede.
Insufferable.
Okay,
I hate
great.
watching this. This thing is awful.
Connor says he was fired for his political beliefs and launched
Rightfully
a
so.
fundraiser on a Christian crowdsourced site.
Sorry, it wasn't GoFundMe. It was a Christian crowdsource site.
And as of airing, he's raised over $26,000. A
Awful.
YouTuber also named
Listen to this. Listen to this intro.
of airing, he's raised over $26,000. A YouTuber also named Connor posted, quote, "It warms my heart to see such an awful situation turned into something so amazing. All of you donators."
No!
Giga chat.
That's so insane, man. How could they do this to him?
No! That is not what I was talking about! I'm talking about a different fundraiser!
Of course he is. Why would you even assume he was talking about that fundraiser?
What the fuck?
All you donators are Giga Chads is so funny.
Dude! Totally different. Yes, it does. It unfortunately has an acronym. There's IDF, and I guess that maybe they thought, because, you know, but look, totally different. I am not. This guy is a piece of shit. I'm talking about something else. Do you not have a single journalist who is doing their job correctly? What is this?
That's
Why
so
am
tough.
I in this? This is insane. What the fuck? Bro, do your goddamn job. all memes aside, I absolutely hope they fucking cut this out and remove it.
Yeah, I
Otherwise-
mean, it's just a horrible look. The problem is that some people just aren't going to know, and they're going to think CDawg VA is alt-right and is supporting a literal Nazi. It's crazy. It's crazy. He didn't even get fired for it. He got fired months before. Ah, fair enough. I actually think Jubilee is complete trash slop. I don't even think it's worth it. Maybe it's kind of worth it when these people get fired from their jobs and shunned from their communities. But like, I don't know. When he said like, maybe I am a fascist and everyone clapped, I was like, this doesn't feel healthy. This doesn't feel healthy at all. My hot take is Jubilee should be held accountable for promoting these people. Yeah, or at least like not be monetized or something. There's like, it just feels like this is the absolute slide to the bottom of incendiary content that gets clicks. I've watched the whole video in like 50 Instagram reels. Yeah. It's tough because both sides are sharing it too. And they both think that they did great. They probably didn't even clap at that specific point. It was just cut that way. I I don't know. If you watch the video, they all seemed very open to being considered fascists. Just checked, and not that it really matters. They have since removed that Connor tweet from the YouTube video part of the segment. Oh, well, that's one good thing. The only Jubilee videos I like, I don't even think they're Jubilee, it's cut, where it's like one grandma tries to fit in with 10 Zoomers. I think that shit is so funny. And I have no issues with it. Because you always have a grandma being like, yeah, it's lit. That shit's fun as hell.